Hello everyone and welcome back to the Carousel Saga, part 4 to be exact. Today we are making a root beer float walrus. Quite a big title there, kinda, I don't know. And of course I already had this base prepped beforehand and now I am just painting it with a brown. I'm not sure if this was just regular old brown or if this was nutmeg brown. I think it might have been nutmeg brown. But anyways, we paint our walrus buddy with this brown color, and at this point, it kind of just looks like a normal walrus for right now, because walruses are already brown. But don't worry, we are going to make him very cute and adorable later on. We'll get some more color on him, and he will look more and more like a root beer float walrus than he does a regular one. I think I actually had to do more layers of paint on this custom more than any of the other ones I've done so far. Mostly because this brown was kind of thin. So this one took a little longer to build up that brown color. So we're just gonna go ahead and skip over. Once we get that base color built up, I go ahead and go in with white for the eyes per usual. And just do that until that white color is all built up. And today, if you've been following the Carousel Saga, or this is the first video you've seen from me, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. The support's really helpful, and I like to read comments. So be sure to leave a comment and let me know your thoughts. Once the eyes are painted white, I go ahead and paint white on the belly as well. And then I'm going to paint white on the dollop of ice cream too, because this is all just vanilla ice cream, you know, classic root beer float. Then of course I go back in and brighten up those areas wherever I need to, because we want this to be nice and clean and make sure everything is all opaque and ready to go. And then the eye color I decided on was pink, and I don't know why, I just decided pink was the best option here, because I didn't want the eyes to blend in, but I didn't want them to be any of the other colors I did for the other customs. So pink was my best option here, and I think it actually worked out pretty well. I like how he turned out. He turned out very cute and adorable. And my customs up to this point have had some kind of design or pattern specific to them. And so for this little guy, I decided to do little bubbles all over his body, his head, wherever I can put them. And I decided to do them in different colors as well. I wanted him to look like a root beer float, so I decided these would represent like the carbonation of soda. You know what? Now he just reminds me of soda pop. Gosh darn it! I can't escape it, can I? I never will be able to. I mean, not that I don't have all those songs on my playlist, but still. Anyways, in honor of that, I am going to name him Fizzy. And I'm naming him Fizzy and not Bubbles because this is my shiny float, so Bubbles. Therefore, his name will be Fizzy. Finally, once we're all done there and we finish making the eyes opaque, we put the pupils in the eyes. And these things put the fisheye lens to shame. These eyes are absolutely enormous on this walrus. Like, oh my goodness, those things are huge. But anyways, I go ahead and finish up with the pupils on the eyes because this guy needs some peepers. And then we're going to go ahead and put the cute little nose. Look at how cute! Once I finish up with the nose, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the eyelashes. And these things were big. Like, I did not mean to make them this big, but it just kind of happened. So we're rolling with it. We're going to roll with the punches, as we typically do. And these eyelashes might be just as big as Queen Macaron's, but you know, don't talk about it in front of her. She gets pretty sour about it. But continuing on, we go ahead and continue to paint those eyelashes until we get them done later on. Originally, I was just going to do the one wing, but I eventually added more to it right here to make him seem more cutesy, and those eyes are kind of scary right now, actually. Oh yes, finally, time to actually make him seem alive and not just dead on the inside. I'm so sorry, my boy. I will fix this. Anyways, I go ahead and use a lighter tone of the same paint for the eyes to put in some eye shinies under the pupil and around, just to give the eye a little more dimension. And it's chalk pastel time. Per usual, we shade in those eyes with the black because we love dimension. We love making customs look alive. in that they stare at you in the middle of the night, like ghosts, or zombies, or whatever other creepy crawlies you may have in your house. Spiders! Spiders. Anyways, after that whole fiasco, I go ahead and continue to shade in those eyes until I feel that it's good enough for me to go ahead and go in with the white for the eye shinies, which is basically the finisher for any eyes I do. We go ahead and finish off with the eye shines, and then it is done and it is time for the photo shoot.